The shovel hit something hard. I stopped digging. My heart pounded. What could it be? I had been working in this backyard for years, and never had I encountered anything like this. It was just an ordinary February day in 2025. The sky was overcast and the air was crisp. I had decided to spend the day gardening, a hobby that always brought me peace. I was planting a new cherry tree, hoping it would bloom beautifully in the spring. The ground was still a bit frozen, making the digging harder than usual, but this was no ordinary backyard find. My shovel had struck something solid, something that didn't belong there. I knelt, brushing away the dirt. Metal. It was unmistakable. My curiosity was piqued. A dull glint caught my eye. It shimmered faintly in the dim light, hinting at something hidden beneath the earth. I dug deeper, my fingers trembling with anticipation. A metal box. It was rusted, ancient-looking. What could be inside? Carefully, I pried it open. The hinges creaked, resisting after years of being buried. Inside, a leather-bound journal and a tarnished silver locket lay nestled in faded velvet. They looked like they'd been there for decades, maybe even longer. My breath caught in my throat. The weight of history was palpable. Who did these belong to? What stories did they carry? The questions swirled in my mind. What secrets did they hold? The journal's pages were yellowed with age, and the locket's design was intricate, hinting at a bygone era. I knew right then that my life was about to change. This discovery was just the beginning of a new adventure, one that would unravel the mysteries of the past. The journal was filled with spidery handwriting, each letter meticulously crafted yet hurried, as if the writer was racing against time. The date on the first page sent chills down my spine. February 15th, 1925. It was a day that seemed to echo through the ages. Exactly 100 years ago to the day. The coincidence was too striking to ignore. I delicately turned the brittle pages, each one threatening to crumble under my touch. The fragility of the paper mirrored the fragility of the memories it held. The writer, a woman named Amelia, poured her heart onto the pages. Her emotions were raw, her words poignant. She wrote of forbidden love, hidden secrets, and a mysterious disappearance. Each entry was a piece of a puzzle waiting to be solved. The silver locket felt heavy in my hand. I clicked it open. Inside, 2 faded photographs, each telling a story of its own. A young man with kind eyes whose gaze seemed to pierce through time, and Amelia, a hauntingly beautiful woman with a mischievous smile. I was captivated, drawn into their world. I had to know more. Who were these people? What was their story, and what had happened to them? The answers seemed just out of reach, hidden within the pages of the past. I spent every free moment poring over Amelia's journal. Her words painted a picture of life in the roaring 20s, jazz music, flapper dresses, and a sense of freedom that felt both familiar and distant. Amelia's words were filled with longing for a man named Edward. Their love was forbidden. Edward disappeared without a trace. Amelia suspected foul play. Was she right? The mystery consumed me. I researched local newspapers from 1925, searching for clues. An article caught my eye. Local businessman vanishes, foul play suspected. It was Edward. The article mentioned a property dispute, a jealous rival. Could this be the key to solving the mystery? Weeks turned into months. I uncovered old maps, property deeds, and long-forgotten family trees. Each document I found was like a piece of a grand puzzle, slowly revealing a story that had been buried for generations. The pieces of the puzzle were starting to come together. Every new discovery brought me closer to understanding the truth. I discovered that Edward's rival had indeed framed him for a crime he didn't commit. The evidence was overwhelming, and the injustice of it all was heartbreaking. Edward had been run out of town, his reputation ruined. What happened to Amelia? The question haunted me as I delved deeper into the past. My heart sank as I read the last entry in her journal. Heartbroken and alone, she left town, vowing to find Edward. Her words were filled with sorrow and determination. I never found out if she did. The trail went cold, and her fate remained a mystery. But I learned something more valuable. Through their stories, I felt a connection to the past that was both profound and enlightening. I discovered the power of the past to reach out and touch the present. The echoes of their lives resonated with my own. Amelia's story, buried for a century, was no longer just a tale of sorrow and loss. It became a part of my life, a reminder of the enduring human spirit and the quest for truth, and in a way I helped her story live on. By uncovering the past, I gave voice to those who had been silenced, ensuring their legacy would never be forgotten.